time to go test my squat to see where we're at, to see what numbers I'm going to start building on, and just see how far away from 400 we are. Reckoning today, 270, 280. I've done 270 before. That was a while ago. I've only been training again now for, what, 6 weeks-ish, maybe? So we'll see. Those life stress has been high, but you never really know what's actually going to happen. As well as I hoped. I was hoping for a bit more than 270, or 270 to not feel like that, but I can't be too upset with it because of everything that's been happening recently. Like, wife being 9 months pregnant and spending a lot of my time looking after her, working, helping out with the gym that's just flooded, and also moving house because it's been unlivable. So with all of those things combined, a bit of life stress has put a bit more fatigue on my body, and I've also not been able to get into the gym as often as I'd like. Instead of doing the 3 or 4 sessions a week, I'd only been doing 1 or 2. So to still hit 270, which I've only ever hit once before, it's not too bad. I'm quite happy with that. I would prefer 280 like I said at the start, but I'm not too fussed. What this series is supposed to be, this is supposed to show that there are failures at times. I'm not perfect. Life isn't perfect. So this is a journey that everyone can follow along with. This is also a journey that I'm not expecting to go viral. This is for me, and this is so I hold myself accountable. Because if I have other people maybe watching this or maybe wanting me to do well, it'll give me that motivation again. I'm not the biggest fan of training. If you know me personally, one of my biggest things is I don't like training. I prefer being a coach. I prefer helping people. But this journey is just basically, I've got a child on the way, and I want to prove to myself, I've never given myself that proper opportunity to push my limits. The only time I would really train was if I had a competition coming up. So that could have been in 2022 when I did my first competition and I bombed out. Didn't train properly, didn't do anything, didn't have the right weight selections, just wasn't really caring about it. And then recompeted in 2023, and I knuckled down a bit more for that one, and I came first. But now this is for me to just give myself that opportunity to see how far I can physically push myself. If I can hit 270 with only 2 days of training per week, and that's after taking 5 months off, where the fuck can I get myself? And I've set myself the goal of 400 kilos, because who knows? Is it achievable? Maybe. I want it though. I want to show my daughter that we can set goals and we can hit them, and you have to give yourself the chance. The program I'm going to be using consists of squatting 4 times a week. So I'll be having different variations depending on different things. My first block is going to be 12 weeks long, and I'm just going to break that down into 3 4-week cycles. 3 4-week cycles. Just how I program, really. So what my week is actually going to look like with these 4 squats is day 1 is going to be heavy squats. And I'm going to start at around 75% doing a 5x5. And then by the end of week 12, I should be doing a top single around 95 to 97% of my 1 rep max. So that'll be towards the end of the program. Day 2 is speed work. And this will be box squats for me, just because that's how I prefer to do my speed work. A lot of people prefer to do just actual nice quick squats. Some people prefer to do band work, chain work, stuff like that, just to get the speed going. I prefer box squats coming to a dead stop and then exploding out the hole. So speed work, box squats for me. And I'm going to be doing about 60 to 65% for week 1. And then this will probably be 6x3. So 6 sets of 3 reps, just working on something like that. And then once again, this will be leading up to probably really heavy, like probably not too heavy. We'll probably end around 85% towards the end of the 12 weeks. Once again, this isn't focused on being as heavy as I can go. This is just focused on smashing as quick as I can through these squats. Day 3 is going to be more hypertrophy based. So for me, my favorite hypertrophy kind of squat, to just take away the axial loading, so loading on my back, I'm going to be doing belt squats. And with this, I'm not going to be using percent work because it's really hard to do percent work on a belt squat. So I'm just going to be using RPE. First week, I'm only going to be going to about an RPE 7. After that, we'll be increasing. So I'll be doing the hypertrophy standard, so more than 8, but I'm going to go between 8 and 12 reps, just because I'm not a fan of doing more, and also it's just that nice range. So I'm going to start at 8, and then for the first 4 weeks, I'm going to be doing 8 building up, and then I'm going to start at 9 building up, 10 building up. You get the gist. So I'm doing 4 sets of 8 reps at an RPE of 8. Okay, and then day 4 is going to be where I focus on my technique. So from the squats that I've just done, I've found my mid to lockout is where I need to work on. So I'm going to be adding pin squats in. So this is going to be technique, work, and that's pin squats for myself. And once again, this is quite hard to do percentage wise. I don't really prefer doing percentage. I want to work on RPE. So this one, I'm only going to be doing similar to the speed work. I am going to be doing 6 sets of 3 reps, and this is going to be at a RPE of 7. So, and as you can see here, each day changes the variation and also the volume and the intensity. So this is called undulating. So this is where the thing goes high intensity to low, back to high, back to low, and it just keeps it going nice and controlled, and it also manages fatigue a little bit better. So that's the kind of program I'm on. I'm still going to add in hinge patterns and bench press, just so I don't really lose too much on them. But obviously, because squat is my main focus, that's what I'm going to be focused on. If you do want to see the rest of the program, so what else is in day 1, day 2, day 3, and day 4, let me know and I can add them in, and then you can also kind of add some of those things into your program.